but I'm pretty sure I didn't touch on the Derek Jeter thing. Totally just blew over that after we got talking about it. I wanted to tip my cap to him, okay, because best shortstop probably ever. It's arguably probably one or two, and it was awesome to watch him play when he did, and how he went out for his last home game. It does not get any better than that. So respect to the L captain, number 2.
We're not talking about football on this podcast, right?
This is a round table. You can talk about whatever you want.
Was this podcast just hijacked about baseball?
No, it wasn't. Let me ask you all this though. For professional players as a whole, no matter what sport it is, what do you envy the most about the professional players? What if you can name one or two things? Is it money?
Money, and money.
What would it be for you, Justin?
Man, this is tough. Probably just the fact that they have the ability to do a job that only so few people have to do. Like, they can do it better than anybody else. There's like how many people in the world, and there's only a certain amount of people that can actually play. So I mean, I just think I look up to that because obviously they worked their whole life towards that.
I feel that, Trev.
If they only allowed 5,000 people to clean up shit for a living, you would look up to those people.
Hey, he's the best.
You get millions of dollars to clean up shit, Trevor?
Well, then it's about the money for you then.
Money.
Do people look up to people who clean up shit, or do they look up to baseball players and football players? There's also a role model thing that goes along with that too.
It's about the money.
I'll tell you what mine is. You're gonna say money. You may say the cars, the women, whatever else that goes with it. Mine is for that one moment that you hit the game-winning shot, you get the game-winning hit. You're where the crowd, because we as fans, we are reacting to what happens, what the player does at that point in time. It would be awesome to be the player to where the crowd is reacting to you as a player of what you've done. I think that feeling of having thousands of people cheering because of something that you and your team did as a whole on that big of a stage would be the best feeling ever to be a professional sports athlete.
While I will admit that the way Derek Jeter ended his career was poetic, it doesn't take away the fact that baseball is a dying sport. It's just too slow of a game. When you look at the NFL and basketball, the NBA in comparison, it's just too slow. We live in a microwave society today, and we all want instant gratification. And for baseball, you just don't get that instant gratification, and you have to be in for the long term. And a lot of people just don't want to invest the time that people used to back in the 40s and 50s, and that's why it's the pastime.
Did you say long?
It's America's pastime.
Long term.
I think that was a shot at Dustin somehow.
Well, I agree with you, Chad. However, baseball is still making tons of money off of TV revenue, off of the revenue sharing portion of it as well, which they do very well. At going to baseball games, people don't have a problem in doing, or not necessarily doing, but they actually enjoy going to baseball games for the most part. Watching them can be boring, for sure. But it's cheaper to take you and your family to baseball games than it is an NFL game, and maybe an NBA game. I haven't been to an NBA game, Trevor. Maybe you can shed light on that a little bit. But it's baseball. It is a dying sport. They're probably going to look for ways to speed things up as far as for the pitchers and hitters. But we'll see how it goes. Football is doing the right things personally to keep the game interesting and broaden their horizon on it a little bit. Basketball is as well with the new commish. I think they'll do well with that, but baseball needs to figure something out.
We done with the snooze fest now?
Yeah, we're done with the snooze fest. I just wanted to give that nod. Y'all can go F yourselves, okay, because he's the best. He is the most transcending player of our youth. I mean, you guys think about it.
Gosh.
Not be
Derek
another
loves Derek.
Derek does love Derek. You can just y'all can just ask my D. I don't get.
Hey,
shit
Derek.
right now. What?
Derek.
Sounds like you're S-ing his D right now. It's
Hey, Derek.
Fair point. What?
Never go full retard.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Sounds like he's going full queer right now.
So I'm sure Trevor will cut this segment out and he'll just create a separate podcast for it. I don't care. That's fine. I'll have my own damn podcast just talking about Derek Jeter the whole damn time.